Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Wilson.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The play fake. Here's Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts.
This is Fant on the short completion. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
The Eagles Eagles had 8-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Hurts throw into the hands of Fan.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They go play action with Hurts.
And Matthews over the middle with the grab. Touchdown, Eagles! A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
2nd and 10. The give now to Abanikanda.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 21. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd and 2, now Wilson.
They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
Touchdown, Jets!
Israel Abanikanda
from 21 yards away. And the Jets have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is the tight end fan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. In motion right comes Matthews.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify.
Touchdown! Noah Fant, 29 yards.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On second down, it's Abanikanda. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jets.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now Wilson. Incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and it was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's first and 10.
Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Wilson to throw. This will be caught at the 2. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with it. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Again, Abanikanda. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say
touchdown Jets. Juwan Johnson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Or just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally? Put your best product out there. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, Abanikanda. Touchdown, New York. Israel Abanikanda with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st down, Hurts. Open target, here's Matthews. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
When when you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Hardman. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Wilson on first down.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
In motion right, that's Hardman. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He finds Matthews. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Great. Hey, easy, 63, bad.
They'll throw now on the final play. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. Off the option, it's Jones.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. From the gun, it's Hurts.
He gets it to Matthews, complete.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Silver, ready?
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And this is hauled in by Matthews.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Not like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He sets up the screen to Jones. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Eagles 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, 73. Hey, Silver.
They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Jets extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Eagles 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Second down, here's Hurts.
This is Fant on the short completion. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a...
And my goodness, another interception.
He's to the 15.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An inside give to Jones.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. But at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now 3rd down and very long.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their step.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open target, here's Matthews. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. But first down, Hurts. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Wilson wants to throw it. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this out past the 25. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Play action. It's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.